All right, I'm gonna do a quick down and dirty video on how to change this Ryobi 2300 Bluetooth that I bought back in 2020. It's only got about 50 hours on it. They say you're actually supposed to change the oil. Honestly, you're supposed to change the oil the first 10 hours. That's considered break-in oil that comes from the factory, and then you just go ahead and replace it with some fresh oil, and then you can run it for about without changing the oil for every 50 hours. I'm in a little bit further than that. I'm at 50 hours for my first oil change, but hey, better than nothing. So first off, again, we're gonna get down and dirty, straight to the point, no fluff, no nothing. This is how you do it. Prop this thing up on a 2x4, 2x6, like I have it. What it's gonna do is pivot it towards the back. What happens is if you have it on more level without this piece of wood here, it's going to have it tilted. And so it's possible that some of the oil could leak to my left over here and make a mess, which I went ahead and put some paper towels in the back because it's going to make a mess. Go ahead and remove the drain cover that's there. And then all you're going to do is simply pull the generator towards you. Obviously the oil is going to pour out of the fill hole, and you're going to catch it with a cup that's very similar to this. And that's going to give you a level of how much to put back into the unit. All right, this is what the oil came out looking like. Very dark. I am not proud of the color of this oil. Again, this is only a little over 50 hours. I have on this unit since 2020, so not much. But you can see how dirty it is. I should have changed this, at probably the manufactured spec of 10 hours. So anyway, super simple. Now what you're going to do is kind of, again, measure out with another cup, very similar to about the same area. All right, it'll look roughly like this. I actually went and over poured a little bit because I imagine we have a little bit of oil consumption that I'll have to deal with here as I go through and top it off. So now what you do is you get yourself a funnel, put it right here. I'm not gonna be able to do it, obviously, because it's gonna take two hands. Get a funnel that's right here. You're gonna do the opposite. You're gonna tilt it back, and then that's gonna give you good leverage or a good point of reference for filling this up. And then you're gonna want to get it to roughly where the threads are. As I was opening this opening the fill plug, a bunch of oil, actually not a bunch, a few drops dripped out. So that's how I know about my level needs to be. It's roughly about the same as when I changed it, if not a little bit more. So yeah, we'll move on to the next step. All right, a few things that I noticed while doing this. The first one is that you definitely want to make sure you have paper towels in the back. It's unavoidable. It's going to spill a little bit. And you obviously don't want to get it all over the floor pan on this generator. Also, make sure you remove the elevating 2x6 or 2x4 so you can get a level read on the oil level with the dipstick. Super simple. I typically just stick it in. I don't need to thread it. For the most part, you can kind of give a good idea or gauge on where the oil is just by that. And you can see that I am, definitely towards like, three diamonds away from the top. So I know I'm in good shape. I also know that the level before I changed the oil was right at the threads, which is where it is now. So you're good to go. Thanks for stopping by.